Welcome to Vegas Live. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course we're down here at the Peppermill and we're having a fabulous time. We have some great guests. They've all been kind of different and I've really enjoyed it. But I now have TinyGB with me. Yes. And TinyGB is actually in the music business, but who isn't in the music business in Vegas? And I often look at it that they've got so much competition and so much going on there that you've really got to be on top of your game.
You really
so
do.
Tiny, how do you keep on top of your game? Because, I mean, this is tough here.
It is. Being in Vegas, man, it's a lot of people rapping,
doing the
singing.
same thing.
Yeah, oh man, so many people, and everybody does it for the reason that they think it's just so easy to get in the music industry.
Do they do it for the rapping, or do they do it for the money?
Most people will want the money.
The money. That's what I figured. And I think that's the wrong approach, because I've always said, do what you need to do, get it going, getting everything, the money will come.
Right.
But if you get the money first, if you put the money up front,
yeah,
and then the stuff, it'll come that way.
Your work ethic go down.
You won't. It will not. It won't get to go down.
Man, I tell people all the time, man, you'll never appreciate nothing unless you work for it.
Well, that's true. I've had to work all my life, and I'm still working. And I still love it.
Man, and still love it.
And I still love it. I love working.
Yeah,
so
man.
what exactly? Are you a producer?
Yeah, I'm a music producer.
You're very well known in town, if I remember right.
Yeah.
What the go around is, he's very well known.
Yeah.
So you're in the music business. What's made you so well known?
Being different. Like
how different is he?
Like you have to learn how to separate yourself from doing the same thing everybody else is trying to do.
Well, how do you do that?
Basically, what I've done with my productions is, well, I call it grind beats.
Grind beats. We're grinding.
Right. So, and it's like with all of my productions, whether it's pop, hip hop, R&B, you'll never hear the same type of productions that are out today. Okay. Only because of how my drums and my beats are set up. I made it a certain. So
you make
signature.
it different.
Yeah, I have a certain signature for my beats. So when people hear beats, they know me.
They know it's you.
They know my drums.
So you've related your music, which most people who have become very well known have related their music to who they are.
Yeah.
You know, like I can obviously going to mention the Beatles. You know, they always played the same kind of music, though a little different song and everything, but it was still their beat.
Exactly.
So you have to take on a beat and not try to be, because I know there's a lot of people in this town who are trying to be everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. All the time, it's a lot of people.
Well, why not just be? I mean, everybody has a beautiful voice and a beautiful talent.
I put it like this. I tell everybody when they say, "Oh man, you know, how did you become to stand out different?" or "How did you do this? How did you get your name known more?"
Yeah.
You know, everybody's doing the same thing. It's kind of hard, you know. Well,
well, I'm not doing the same thing.
Yeah, you know, it's all about consistency. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay making music. And when you starting off, everybody just wants to sell. Man, you got to give free music out. A lot of free music. Give it out. Let them people know who you are.
But and I agree with that, and also disagree with that, because on the internet, everything seems to have become free.
Yeah.
So the beautiful talent that a lot of people have.
The funny thing about that in the music industry, when they say free, it's not free.
Okay.
Whether it says free or not, I mean, you got to know your value. You got to value yourself.
You got to put a value on yourself.
Exactly. You got to know yourself, and you can't just settle for anything.
No.
You can't just settle for any beat when you know yourself. You can't just settle for any song.
No.
You got to have a value. It got to mean something. You got to have an intention to it.
Yes, and that's what you've done.
Yeah, and
now, do you sing and play yourself, and you have your own band?
Oh, what? Yeah. No,
What's the name of your band?
I'm a music producer. I'm by myself. I got my own studio.
Alone.
I got my own studio. I own my own studio. You know, what I've done to put my name out there, I've helped a lot of people. Helped a lot of people who didn't have the help.
Yes.
Because I didn't have the help.
No. So you recognize their problem and their situation.
And I chose to help the people.
So if you can, yes, you choose who you want to help. But if you help somebody, you know that's where you were.
Exactly.
And there was nobody to help you.
Exactly.
But you found a way out.
Yeah, and
how did you find that way out?
Man, you gotta. Let me tell you. This guy Eric Thomas told me, you only got 24 hours in the day.
Well, that's true.
And that whole day is going to determine who you are tomorrow. What you're doing is 24 hours. So you see everybody sitting around playing games all 24 hours, watching TV all day, laying down in the bed, man. that's not getting you to where you want your goals to be. You want all the success and goals. You got to push toward it.
Yes, you've got to work.
You got to work hard. Then
Yeah.
you got to. It got to be more than working. It got to be a dedication.
That's kind of what makes you different. It's because you actually work.
Work and
Yes.
work and you
Yes.
and you keep working, like it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Just like you don't stop.
No, I don't. No, I don't stop. I don't work as much as I used to work, but I used to
Exactly.
work really hard. But I still work. I still keep it out there. I still, even if I'm just sitting on the computer, I'm still working because I'm
Right.
getting this done and I'm getting that done and I'm getting all this different stuff, trying to move forward and trying to get things, keep
Yeah.
things together.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of it in this music, you know, when I released my first single, it trended on SoundCloud for 3 weeks,
Oh, really?
and
SoundCloud's pretty high, by the way.
yeah, and I actually hit 1.3 million plays in the first 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was my first single I ever distributed, ever put
And
out.
when was that?
2016,
Oh, last year.
January.
Last year.
January last year.
Newcomer.
Yeah, so it's like it was kind of crazy.
How long did it take you to get that out?
The song?
Well, probably 5 years to get the song out, but I mean, how long did it take to put that all together, to get it all recorded, to get the idea out there, and to actually get it on and to get all these hits?
Well, actually, it started from just me. Like, I was in the studio by myself, and you know, I seen everybody else leave the studio to go play basketball. So it made me think of this song called "The Hustle." I'm hustling by myself. Everybody's out there playing.
I'm gonna
and
hustle.
I'm hustling in this music studio. So it's like when I came up with that, I knew it was something, and I was like, man, I gotta release this. So I did the hook that day. I had an artist
Now,
come
did
in.
you do all that yourself? Did you do all the
I
recording?
did the mixing, the mastering, the recording, the beat.
So you did the beat and the singing?
Wrote the hook, the raps, and then I just got 2 other artists to come in and get on it. And after that, I went through Swerve Media, it's a marketing group in the industry, man. They just marketed me the right way and became, you know,
Became a hit.
Became
He doesn't
a
want to
hit.
say it, but
Yeah.
he became a hit.
You know, I just became
And what about
something.
since then? Well, since that's only last year.
Since
but anyway.
since then, man, I worked with so many people, Waka, Flocka, Flame, to Papoose, to B.O.B., to many produced for everybody in my city, pretty much. Most of
Your
the
city
people-
being Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yes.
And you're permanently here, you have your studio here, and you
Here.
live here,
Yep.
and everything.
Born
so,
and raised.
are you recording for other people? Are you actually putting?
Yeah, but I actually keep it to a limit of certain
You're
people.
choosy.
Because there are a lot of people who say, "Oh, I'm ready for the studio. I'm ready for music," and they come in the studio and they're not ready.
They're not ready.
They're not prepared. I'm
And
too.
you don't
I'm
want to
too
teach
prepared.
them. You don't want to start teaching them.
I don't. I
Start
don't,
your
I don't have the
business.
time.
No, you don't have the time.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not my work. That's what you have to do. You
Yes.
got to work on yourself.
So you have to be prepared to come into his studio.
Exactly. Always.
Always.
Because other than that, I feel like you're wasting my time.
Yeah, and you don't.
You not be prepared.
And this
so
is the
prepared.
guy that's not going to waste any time. Believe me, he's not going to waste an inch, an ounce, a minute of your time.
Real.
And you're right. There's only 24 hours in a day, and there's 2 things you can't buy. You can't buy air, and you can't buy time.
Exactly.
Time is the most important.
And
You
it keeps
cannot
going.
buy time. And yesterday is gone. 2 hours is gone.
Right.
And the second I said this is gone.
Exactly. That fast.
It's that fast. It's
You
a
can't
second.
go backwards.
It's a second comes in, a second goes out.
That's why, you know, like, a lot of people ask me, like, man, like, you know, what can you tell people, like, to do to get in the music industry, you know,
Yeah.
to get known like that, you know? And
Work.
I said, man, say, look, work, you know, but be yourself. You got to be
Yeah.
yourself before anything. You got to find your niche. Don't try
Find
to
out who you are first and then
Exactly.
present it.
And then don't try to present yourself as another Lil Wayne or another
Somebody
another
else.
Bruno Mars, or you know, you can't be everybody. You can only be yourself.
Yes. By the way, I met Bruno Mars' father. Lovely guy.
Oh man,
And he's so proud
right.
of his son. Oh my goodness,
I
so
believe
proud
it.
of his son.
He's a man, great artist.
Yes, he is.
Great artist, man.
Yes, he
and
is.
you know,
So how can anybody reach you?
oh man, TinyGBeats, everything,
Tiny G Beats.
all social media. You can
All
Google
over
me,
social media.
all over. TinyGBeats, man.
That's it. That's simple. It's that easy.
That's it.
He made it easy, but work hard. We'll be back.
Always.